Hi, my beautiful souls. I hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to do this video last night, but I'm gonna do it now. Also, I want to give a moment of silence. But before I give a moment of silence, I want to call on all ancestors. I decree and declare, may the blessings of the ancestors cover me, what I'm about to say. Also to guide me on what I'm about to say. And also the ancestors are the ones that crossed over, that are no longer here. The ancestors of the enslaved. I'm talking about the trafficking of the children. Ancestors, come forward. I'm going to give a moment of silence, and I have a candle here, and I decree and declare what I'm about to say. And I give authority to what I'm about to say. A moment of silence. I don't have my bell with me right now, but I wanted to ring the bell 3 times. This video is on, and I'm sick of seeing what's they come down my timeline, okay? I'm about to sue P. Diddy and the whole entertainment, okay? Now, I want to tell you guys, a lot of people that are speaking out on this, that have been speaking out on this, they knew what P. Diddy Combs was doing, okay? This will be my last video because I'm tired of doing videos on P. Diddy Combs. The energy, I don't like the energy, okay? And I don't want to keep talking about somebody that means nothing, okay? So I want to go to what they're not telling you. What they're not telling you is when he got arrested, they've been watching him for a while. This video is for entertainment purposes, but at this point, I don't care. They've been watching him for a while, and a lot of people that work for him knew exactly what was going on. I'm talking about bodyguards. I'm talking about staff. I'm talking about people that are speaking about it, that have been speaking about it for a very long time. The reason why they're speaking about it is because they need to get it off their conscience, okay? Because it's on their conscience. They've seen things, they witnessed things, and they also participated, okay? So, yes, confirmation. Thank you, ancestors. So if you think they haven't, they have, okay? Just saying. Now, I wrote some stuff down because I want to talk more on what they're not saying, because it is a distraction, okay? But they're not talking about the ritual part of it, okay? They're only talking about the drugs, the human trafficking, but they're not talking about the ritual part of it, okay? Now, we know that he has bodies on him, okay? Many bodies. And we know, I'm going to say there's 2 reasons they went in his homes. 1, because they had so much evidence, and 2, because certain celebrities didn't want their information coming out because they knew they were being, some of them, most of them knew they were being recorded, okay? Some of them didn't. So I want to go back to a girl I did a read on. Her story is true, okay? It's always been true since day one, especially when I channeled her energy. She's still out there. If she's watching my video today, I want to say she needs to go to another country. And I've been saying this for a very long time. She needs to go to Africa, okay? I don't know if she has the funds to go, okay? And she needs to be protected, okay? I did a video on her. Her name is Allie. And she is speaking her truth. But why isn't she being protected, okay? The reason why she's not being protected is because of her skin color, and because they knew what was going on, okay? They're also watching her, okay? So she needs to be careful who she speaks to at this time, okay? Because everybody's not on the right side of the tracks, okay? People are getting paid off left and right. And people are willing to pay some good money here. Okay. I want to talk about the rituals. Okay. So rituals have been going on for a very long time. Okay. Now when we think about rituals, some of you guys have grew up in a family that did rituals or didn't do rituals. I don't know. Okay. So they're not talking about the ritualistic part of what is going on with the human trafficking. And I'm going to talk about it. Okay. So when you think of rituals, right, you go into the church, you drink the blood of Christ, you eat the bread of Christ. That's a ritual. Okay. You're doing a ritual. If you go to Catholic church, you eat the blood. And many churches, Orthodox too, okay? You're eating the blood, drinking the blood, and you're eating the body, okay? So all churches do some kind of form of rituals, okay? So the reason why I want to talk about the ritual part of it is because it's not being talked about, okay? And where are the children, okay? I came across a picture of P. Diddy Combs in one of his all-white parties. And there's obviously a young child there that is not his son. So my question is, where's the children and where are they getting the children from? Okay. What I'm picking up psychically is, and I'm going to be careful what I say here, okay? What I'm picking up psychically is some of these children are in the system. And what I mean in the system is children and family. And some of these children are born into certain families, if this makes sense. Okay. And some children are just taken. Okay. If that makes sense. So my question is, where's the children? Because we're emphasizing so much on the adults. Okay. And anybody that's speaking out on this, thanks for speaking out. But you also were involved in this, okay? So I don't care how much you try to sugarcoat it, make it sound like you're out here for justice, okay? You were involved in some capacity. And I'm talking about bodyguards. I'm talking about staff. I'm talking about celebrities. I'm talking about the average Joes out here. And some of these children are still here. They're adults now, okay? And some people are not here. And some are in the mental hospitals because they went and they told people and they had to either hush them up or they didn't believe them. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, so if you were any part of his staff and many other staffs, okay, you were a participant of what was going on because you knew what was going on. Okay, the reason why you're speaking out is because you're conscious. Your conscience, and you're being haunted by your own conscience, okay? And you're being haunted by the ones that have crossed over, okay? And the ancestors, all right? And people are just talking about the adults, but nobody's talking about the children. Where's the children at? Where is the children? See, this has been going on for a very long time. This is not something that just started with P. Diddy Combs, okay? This has been going on for a very, very long time, okay? I'm not going to say all celebrities, but most celebrities are born into families that are occult families, okay? And then some are not born into occult families, okay? Some just, there's an oath, okay? An oath. I wrote it down. There's an oath they take. Now, I wanted to talk about what I'm seeing in the metaphysical, the spiritual realm. Now, I'm seeing different kinds of worships here, okay? The worship is Saturn, the worship of Baphomet, and the worship of Satanism. But we can also look at it, too, as a worship as Sonicology, okay? And Zion, and many more, okay? So it's not one particular sect of religion, okay? Because there's multiple sects of religion, okay? This is what I'm seeing. Now, if you look at, and I'm gonna get into the rituals, okay? So if we look at it, because some of you guys don't understand this, and you won't understand it because, or you just don't want to understand it, and that's okay, because it's hard to, and some people still won't understand this, okay? Even me speaking it right now, because it's too hard to comprehend unless you're a victim, okay? Or somebody in your family was a victim, or somebody you knew was a victim, okay? So if you think of it about it in a whole, if you're in Hollywood, you're participating in a cult like activity. You have to participate, okay? Now, if you look at the word, you either convert or you die, okay? Convert or die. That's what I was hearing. Convert or die. Okay. Now, there's many offerings, many different. If you go, let's go back to ancient time. You have the Aztecs, you have the Egyptians, you have many cultures that either Jews, many cultures, and this goes way back. Okay, that participated in ritualistic sacrifices. Okay, now there's different kind of rituals. Okay, so I want to go back because I have to go back. So a long time ago, when like the Egyptians would die, the kings and queens, they would take their servants with them. Okay, that's just what they did. Many cultures, they see death as not the way we see death. Okay, if that makes sense. All right, many cultures see death as a going celebration. Okay, some people see death as you'll never come back. Okay, so everybody sees death different. Even if you think about it, the funeral itself is a ritual. Having a funeral is a ritual. Okay, it's rituals that are being performed. The body's being washed. The body's being buried. So there's certain things that are happening as far as the actual burying of somebody. That's a ritual. Okay. When my father died, I didn't have like a normal burial. I just had a celebration of life to remember who he was that was here. Okay. I didn't wash him. I wish I could have washed him. I put him in cotton linen, and I put frankincense, myrrh, and different stuff on his body. Okay. And then his body was burned. Okay. In some cultures, they believe in not to have a cremation. Okay, we come in as dust and we leave as dust. And if you think about it, we're not a physical body; we're a spiritual body. So we go to different places, and then some of us reincarnate back in. Okay, so let's talk about the ritualistic. So I want to talk a little bit about the worship of Saturn. Okay. I don't know much about this, but I did some research about it. I heard of Scientology. I heard of many other religions where they're chanting. There's a certain chant that they do. This is in many religions. But let's talk about Saturn. So the worship of Saturn means to worship time itself. Okay, a lot of celebrities are worshiping either Baphomet, or the worship of Saturn, or Scientology. So let's get into this, and then we're going to get into the rituals, okay? Because I feel like this is very important that I touch on the rituals. So the worship of Saturn means to worship time itself. It means to understand that you do not have enough of it. Okay, a god of time, generation, delusions, abundance, and wealth, agriculture, renewal, liberation. Okay, listen to the worship of Saturn one more time. Okay, it's a time itself. It means to understand that you do not have enough of it, so they think they don't have enough time. Okay, because they're only allowed on certain realms of existence. Okay, and they're the ones that make time. It makes sense. So time itself, it means, okay, so the people that worship Saturn, okay, time itself, this is what they believe. Time itself means to understand that you do not have enough time. Also, time, generation, delusion, abundance, wealth, agriculture, renewal, and liberation. Now, if you think about the time of Saturn or the worship of Saturn, because I say always the time of Saturn, it's a Greek god. Okay, so then we go to Satanism. Okay, now Baphomet is interesting because we all know what Baphomet is. Baphomet is a statue. It's a deity that they worship, and there has to be a sacrifice. Okay, and normally the sacrifice of the Baphomet is a child. Okay, not normally, is a child. Okay, and that is for the same thing: wealth, power, abundance, and then they also have the son of Baphomet. Okay, so these are the three main ones, but there's many. Okay, there's Zion. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Zion, Scientology, all that, but there is chanting. Okay, so they do a chanting. Okay, the reason they do the chanting is because they're calling on spirits. Okay, now when I talk about spirits, okay, the ancestors, the angels, because some of us are angels. Okay, walking on this dimension. Okay, so when I'm talking about, we say the dead, they have no soul. Okay, so they're chanting for the soulless ones. Okay, that's what I'm going to call them, the soulless ones. Okay, they have no soul. And normally there's a certain chant. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. Okay, I was hearing it when I was doing a read on one. I can't remember who it was. I was doing a read on somebody and I was hearing the chant. Okay, I've never heard the chant before, but when I was doing the read, I was hearing the chant. Okay, and the chant is very disturbing. Okay, so I feel like they do the chanting, like say they're on they're around, like they do the chanting before rituals, during rituals, and I even feel like they just do the chanting in their homes, or if they're going to do like a movie or something, they do the chants. Okay, because they're drawing in entities. Okay, with these chants, there's certain chants that they do. Okay, so they're drawing in entities that are soulless entities. Okay, so then we go to Satanism. Okay, so Satanism is the same thing as, if you think about the Baphomet itself, it's about children, power, and abuse. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far in that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, and it's very interesting that P. Diddy Combs did a picture before he was detained. Okay, this is what they like to do. Okay, they use all kinds of magic. Um they use glamour magic. They use humiliation rituals. They use confusion spells. They use chaos spells. Let me see what else they use, because I can go on and on. So we got humiliation, chaos, confusion. Normally the chaos and confusion spells is in the lyrics of the vibration of the music and the hertz and the frequency. Okay, also that can have you in a trance, a complete trance. Okay, and a lot of people go into trance not even knowing they're going into a trance. Okay, remember I told you, I did a video, this is a video I did a while back, that to be careful what you listen to. I am so careful of what I listen to, because I understand what they're actually doing. Okay, I know what they're doing. Okay, so music will have you in a trance. So you have to be careful of the music that you listen to. You got to be careful of the music that your children listen to. Because the music is on a certain frequency, a certain hertz for a reason, okay? So you have to be mindful of that. And I always tell my kids, okay, be mindful of the music that you listen to. Everybody knew what was going on. See, you got to understand, their reality is not our reality, okay? Their reality is not our reality, okay? Because they have been doing this for so long, not just doing it for so long, they also are born into these families, okay? There is, what's that little white girl that they still didn't solve her case? She was born into a family, okay? She was in the beauty pageants. Anybody know her name? Comment below. She was born into a family, okay? I was just watching her documentary, okay? And the father they're all involved, okay? The father, everybody's involved because they groom them and they grow up in these families. And it's interesting, when I was watching the documentary, they said it was a cult that worshiped like cats and blase, but the dad was also a part of this cult, okay? The son, what's her name? That white girl that was in the pageants. And I'm seeing the word Saturn here. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know if this guy worshiped Saturn. Okay, was a worshiper of Saturn. Yes, he was. Thank you. He was a worshiper of Saturn. JonBenét Ramsey. Thank you, ancestors. JonBenét Ramsey. Her father, mother, even before them, they were worshipers of Saturn. Okay, the religion of Saturn. Okay, or I call Saturn worship times, okay? Time rituals too, okay? So there's all kinds of rituals, humiliation rituals, glamour spells, chaos, confusion rituals, death rituals, so many. But so let's get into the rituals, okay? So we know that there was rituals performed at P. Diddy's parties, okay? So this would be offerings, okay? Offerings. So also I feel like it's going to come out, and I'm just going to say this because I was picking this up last night, because it wasn't meant for me to do the read last night. It was meant for me to do it at this very moment, okay? The animals, okay? They will also use animals, okay? So as offerings and other things, okay? And I don't want to really go into that too deep because I don't want this video taken down. And I want you guys to share this video, okay? Share. I'm not worried about the like, I don't care if you guys like my video, okay? I don't get paid for doing YouTube. I haven't got 1 cent from doing YouTube. Okay, I'm a truth teller and I'm a seer. Okay, that's why I'm here. All right. So, animals. Have they talked about any kind of animals do you guys know of? Okay, they use animals. So animals, they had to find now it's interesting because what I'm seeing is, remember I said that we all know about the tunnels that came out, okay? I talked about the tunnels before. They're everywhere, you guys, everywhere. And I'm gonna get back to the animals, but Hugh Hefner had this tunnel for a long time. They run to the tunnels go to different places. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna start closing up the tunnels, okay? Because they don't want to have no connection with this, but they already know what's going on. They really don't they really don't care, because they're not living, they're living a false reality, okay? And a lot of these people have entities in them, and a lot of these people are not even who they say they are, okay? Remember I said the mask they put on, the mask they take off, okay? The mask they put on, the mask they take off, okay? And they keep them cloning them because they keep taking the money, Okay, because this is what they're driven by: money, and superficial things. Okay, material things. So let's talk about the animals. So I don't know if any of this came out, but I feel like it will come out. They're gonna say they found like dead animals. Okay, just saying. Okay, there's certain places that they perform these rituals, and I feel like it will come out about animals. Okay, these people are very sadistic, and then people say how can they do this? Okay, like I said, they were born in these families. Okay, they also were a victim of this too. Okay, so they become the predators. Okay, and my question is, where's the children? Okay, and all of them have participated. Okay, if you think not one of them participated in any kind of these rituals, you're a fool. Even the ones that are out here speaking about it, they seen what happened. They know what happened. They're telling you what they want to tell you. They're not telling you everything. Okay, they're telling you what they want to tell you. So if you're watching my video and you know more the truth because you want to get views and you want to get paid, you need to start telling the truth, because your consciousness, the ancestors, they're waiting for you. And they are tormenting a lot of them. And I'm not going to say who I see particular, but he doesn't sleep good at night. Okay, there's a lot of them. They don't sleep at night. They don't sleep like me and you. They don't sleep like me and you. And I can go deep in there, but I don't want to go that deep because I want this video to be shared. They don't sleep like me and you sleep. I didn't want to do this video because I don't want to stay in this energy. So let me finish this, read up, and get out of this energy. This will be my last video, but I will do a video on Ava. I'm waiting for Ava to come forward. Okay. If not, I will just pull her energy. Okay. But I like for them to come forward and tell me what happened to them. Okay. Sometimes that don't happen. So I have to channel them. Okay. All right. So what else am I seeing here? So, okay. So we have the ritualistic sacrifices, the ritualistic offerings. Okay. Okay, so if you look at ritualistic sacrifices, that means somebody has to be sacrificed. Okay, either a family member or a child. And how many celebrities out here have lost either or? And they're doing it for material wealth. And they don't understand, because they go into, and if you don't agree to what they want you to do, okay, some of them people wind up gone, like DMX, Biggie Smalls, Aaliyah, many of them. Tia, the girl on what is her name? That was in was she in Belize? And she got ran off the road. All their ancestors are here. They're always around. They're even around. Okay? They are even around. So they're talking. Okay? They want their story to be told. Okay? Because they want to save the children and other people. Because people keep talking about the adults, but why isn't anybody talking about the children? Because that's a touchy topic. No, fuck that. Let's talk about the children. Where are the children? And anybody that has worked for P. Diddy Combs or been to his party know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Sorry for cussing, but I'm pissed. Because when I see this shit on the spiritual realm, you don't know what I want to do. That's why I decree and declare. Because half of them are not even living. They don't sleep like we sleep. Okay, so when you see what they're doing on the spiritual realm, it makes you sick to the stomach. It makes you sick. It makes you angry. Okay. And it makes you trying to understand, like, but we already know what it is. Okay. These are soulless beings. Soulless. They don't have a soul. This is what we're going up against. But they're not going to win. Because what is going on right now, this is spiritual. It always has been spiritual since the beginning of time. If you want to say time itself, this always been spiritual. And once you realize that this has been spiritual, and you realize the way we need to go about stopping this on the spiritual realm is many ways. Many ways. But we have to come together as a collective. And that's what's happening. But we need to first not just come together as a collective, but acknowledge that this happened. Okay, it even happened. When I did that read on Wednesday, I couldn't sleep for 2 days. 2 days. Because that girl was just coming through, like it was just coming through. And what I was seeing, to the T, the girl was not lying. Very disturbing. Okay, very, very disturbing. So we talked about the ritual sacrifice. Let's talk about the ritual offerings. So the offerings are made to appease deities. Okay, deities could be any deity. Some deities are most deities are like ancient gods. Okay. So there's different offerings, ritual offerings. Could be food. It could be all kinds of things. Alcohol. I mean, in Santeria. Okay, it's normally food, alcohol. They do sacrifice animals, but before they even do that, they, like anytime you eat an animal, okay, anytime, or sacrifice an animal, there's normally something you say before you do it, okay? Because animals have souls just like humans have souls, okay? So I feel like there's going to be some video coming out on actually animals being in the damn video. That shit's going to be deep. And this is interesting because I'm seeing the damn Clintons. Okay, the Clintons. Bill Clinton. I don't know why I'm seeing Bill Clinton. Come through, ancestors. Make me speak their name. Obamas. Make me speak their name. Denzel Washington. Make me speak their name. The Kardashians. Make me speak their name. There's so many of them. The whole Hollywood. Okay, I can go on and on. Naomi Campbell. You don't think... Okay, Naomi Campbell was also connected to Oprah Winfrey. Was connected to Epstein Island. Okay, she was getting the models. Okay, she was participating, getting the models, and she was also selling off herself to get paid. Because obviously she's not making the money she was making back in the days. And I don't even believe she's actually masculine, to be honest. She wasn't... I don't see she was born masculine. I'm saying it. I don't see that. No, she was... Yeah, she wasn't born masculine. So somewhere in her line, there was a trans, whatever, okay? See, they have to... A lot of these gods that they worship is both male and female. And some are Aphrodite, where they have like both parts. Okay, that's basically what it is. And some of these, they're not even human. They are... I'm seeing heads of different animals, okay? This is what I'm seeing. So, okay, so, ooh. So I feel like there's going to be video coming out with animals in it. I feel like there's the videos, people have already seen these videos. Um, and these videos are going around. Okay. But I'm talking about for us when we see it. This is also why I believe we're not going to have an election, because Hollywood Hollywood has fallen. Okay. So the video title of this is Hollywood Has Fallen. Okay. Because I'm not even laughing. If you are a victim of human trafficking, or you know somebody that was a sacrifice, you need to come forward. And be careful who you speak to, because everybody, there's people that are getting paid off. Okay, this is in every branch, state level, federal level. Okay, you need to know the person's solid. Okay, solid. All right. So, but you need to come forward. Okay, speak your truth, because that's the only way you're truly free. Okay, when you speak your truth, you're free from. Nobody has nothing over you when you're truly free. And you see a lot of people out here say, "Oh, I've been talking about this for years," but you were the bodyguard. You were participating in some capacity. Okay, so don't believe that bullshit, because I don't believe it. Okay. And they need to be held accountable, and they will be held accountable. Okay. Everything is timing, and their time is running out. So and there's all different kind of rituals, but another ritual that we look past sometimes is devotional practices. So with them is devotional practices. You know how we open a Bible and we read a Bible? There's would be the chanting, the conjuring of the spirits. Now, when you say conjuring or summoning of the spirits, and I won't even say the soulless spirits, okay, because they have no soul. They are the dead. Okay, because they can't have a soul, so they're completely dead. And I remember I was doing a video and I was saying I was speaking to the other side, right? And we look at it, say the other side, but we have to. Okay, so how can I explain this? So the dead are the soulless ones. Okay, they don't sleep. Okay, like you know how we sleep in a bed, they don't do that. All right. I just want to make sure. Okay. Also, there's also another ritual. It's the purification offering. Now, purification means to purify something. Okay. Purify something that is pure, and you have to purify it. Okay. That is an offering. Okay. I don't want to get too deep in that one, but you guys know where I'm going with that one. So once they start doing it, they have to continue to do it, because they have to appease these dead souls. Okay. And the dead souls expect it from them. Okay. Now, I want to go back to, I wrote some stuff down. I want to go back to, you guys remember when they found that underground tunnel in Hugh Hefner's? That tunnel is everywhere. Okay. If you go underneath the Hollywood sign, it's everywhere. Okay. It is everywhere. And there's tunnels in every city near you. Okay. Now, there's certain places that they go. They can't go above ground to do these rituals, so they go underground to do these rituals. Because if they go above ground and do it, somebody's going to hear the chanting, or somebody's going to see some stuff they're not supposed to see. So they have to go underground. As above, so below. Okay. As within, so without. Okay. Also, I want to say something. So remember when I want to talk about Brooklyn. Okay. Remember when there was tunnels found, um, underground bunkers? Okay, they're everywhere. Okay. This is why these people are buying up land, they're building bunkers. It's not just the bunkers because they think doomsday is coming. Okay. Because this realm always will be here. Okay. I remember when I did a read and I was like, I was getting something psychically and I was just like, be prepared. But it's not the end of the, and I said this in the video, it's not the end of existence as far as the earth realm, because the earth realm will always be here. Okay. What I was actually seeing was the chaos and the confusion spells that they're using on us to have us in a state of fear. Because once we're not in a state of fear, but still be prepared, okay? Make sure you have the necessities to be prepared. But when they have you in a state of chaos, confusion, fear, lust, addiction, any kind of this stuff, you're more open, okay? They have control of you, but you have to have authority of yourself, okay? Because you are the authority, okay? If that makes sense, you are the authority. You don't have to call the authority, you are the authority. So remember when they had the tunnels be underneath in Brooklyn. So I used to go to Brooklyn a lot. My ex-husband was from Brooklyn. He was Trinidadian. And I'm seeing Atlantic Avenue, okay? And Atlantic Avenue is a big avenue, and it goes through all the way Brooklyn. And you have Troy Avenue. You have all these different avenues. And I remember he used to work on a lot of Hasidic Jews. They're Hasidic, okay? And I'm going to say this, I have nothing against Hasidic Jews, okay? But they own all the properties in Brooklyn. And they normally, a lot of Hasidic Jews are on Section 8. So what they do is, and he used to work like as an electrician. Now he buys and sells properties. But he used to work as a electrician. And I remember, I'll never forget this. I went to one site with him. And they were putting lights in the basement. And we were like, why did this man need all these lights? He's like his children. So I guess there was like 3 floors. So his children would have the whole down floor. And his father was, because I asked him what did his father do. And his father was made clothes or something like that. But these people are millionaires, okay? But the thing is, some of them, they rent out. A lot of Hasidic Jews, they don't tell you this, but a lot of them have housing, Section 8. So they lower the rent to keep them, that community, just Hasidic, okay? So say the rent's $2,000, $3,000, they'll keep that rent at $2,000, $3,000 just to keep a Hasidic Jew in that home than a Black or Hispanic moving into that community. And most of the projects are owned by Hasidic Jews. Okay, if you don't know, now you know. Okay, just saying. So, and I have nothing against Jewish people. Okay, so they found tunnels. Now it was, I think 9 people were arrested. So my question is, why did they have tunnels in New York City? Well, there's tunnels all in New York, and there's tunnels everywhere, every city, every country. Even in Israel, there's big tunnels, okay, where the rabbis go back and forth. This is what I'm seeing. So even in Palestine, there's tunnels, okay. So what I'm trying to talk about right now is, remember when there was a big thing in the New York Times, because I'm being brought here. Thank you, ancestors. They're bringing me back to this damn tunnel. So they found the tunnels, but my question is, the tunnel was underneath a synagogue. So my question is, why would they need a tunnel underneath the synagogue? Now I know they do purification baths, okay, which a lot of people do purification baths. And they do certain baths. Okay, let's put it like that. So, was there bath? Did they find bathtubs in these tunnels? Because I'm also seeing something now psychically, but I want to stay on the tunnels because my ancestors keep saying talk about it. There was 9 people arrested, but there was more people involved. So people were paying people off. So my question is, why did they have the tunnels there? I mean, were they worshiping underneath the tunnels? Why would you go in the tunnel underneath the tunnels to worship when there's a synagogue right there? That doesn't make sense to me. Most of the times when you're moving, when you have tunnels, you're moving commodity, right? You're moving what? Drugs. You're moving around humans. So what kind of praying was going on in those tunnels or sacrifices? Because obviously they weren't down there to pray. So what was going on? And they found mattresses with, I mean, were they going down there to sleep? They could sleep in their own home. I wonder if they told us the truth about what was there more information? Because I don't know. I didn't read about it. I remember seeing it in the New York Times, but I don't have a lot of, and people were arrested, but I don't have like if there was like an affidavit or if there was some kind of finding because they obviously was arrested. So there was children obviously had to be down there, but for what purpose? The only reason a child will be down there is because you're hiding the child, you're moving the child, you're doing rituals or other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's interesting to me because when you read scripture, so let's go to scripture because I don't want to stay on here long. And you go back to scripture, as the biblical sense, right? And Yeshua was a Jew, right? But Israel itself, is Israel really Israel? Okay. Is Israel really Israel? I'm starting to question that. I've been questioning even the Bible, because why would they take out chapters of the Bible? Okay. I don't believe it's true. I believe it's a lie. All of it's a lie. All of it has been fabricated for us to believe and to trap us into believing this stuff is true, but it's not true. Okay. Programming. Okay. So I don't understand why they would have mattresses, and I mean, I know sometimes they have the baths for purification, but they were moving something, right? Okay. I'm actually seeing it. Okay. So this is interesting. Very interesting. So maybe we need to go back and look at what was the findings in that case. Okay. Does it have anything to do with P. Diddy? I mean, no, obviously he had his own tunnels in private rooms. Remember I said it in my video? Okay. And obviously he was making the tapes because he knew eventually he was going to be caught. And people wouldn't believe him if he started naming names. Okay. So he started naming names. So Hollywood has fallen. Okay. They've been doing this forever. They've been just getting away with it. Okay. But the times and the tides are changing. Okay. The tides are changing. Okay. Now I have this other paper where I was writing stuff down because before 2020 there was a show me what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is remember that I said the Vatican had a spell over the masses? This is what Hollywood has, a spell over the masses, right? Delusion over the masses. But whatever people that were working and conjuring up these spells it's not working. It's not working. especially for the seers. Okay, it's not working. We've always seen and we still can see. And a lot of you guys can see. Okay, a lot of you guys have the psychic ability to see. Okay, normally you're born in a family that's psychic, but you have the ability to see if you want to see. Okay, and some of us don't want to see, don't want to hear what's going on, because they, and the thing is, these are children. These are children. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a psychic. These are children. Children. See, if it doesn't happen to your child, you don't care. But until it happens to your child, then you're going to care. They're controlling everything. They had a spell, but the spell's broken. It's been broken. Okay? There's so many people's names that I want to say, but it's too many of them. It's just too many of them. Okay? Too many of them. So they had a spell. They were using, they were doing, what is it? I did a video, who was that video I did on? She was involved with Tupac's murder. There was a whole bunch of people, but she was the one that lured him out. Kiata. It's interesting because Kiata looks like P. Diddy's baby mama, too. Kiata. Because she had a baby to Tupac Shakur. It was a girl. So I remember I did the video on Kiata. So they're born into, I did the Kiata video, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was seeing a child. Okay, a child was actually born. Okay, now it's interesting because Kiata also looks like Biggie, Puff Daddy's baby mom, or Tupac, and it was not Faith. Okay, it's not Faith. It's Tupac was messing with her, and then P. Diddy started messing with her. Okay, if y'all know her name, drop her name. Okay, her and Kadada, they kind of favor each other. Okay, I also feel like that by P. Diddy being arrested, P. Diddy will either off himself or somebody will off him. He was also informant, and I'm going to say that again. He was an informant in some capacity. And this will be my last video, okay? So on him, okay? What am I seeing here? What the hell am I seeing? I don't know if I want to say what I'm seeing. But I just want to make sure that I got everything here. Also, I want to talk about the holy bush. Holy bush. I don't know what this means. Holy bush. Holy bush. Bush. It's like a bush. You know, like a bush, and you light a fire to the bush. I don't know what this is. Remember when I said that there is a statue underneath Hollywood, the sign of Hollywood? Hold on. Is there a statue underneath the sign of Hollywood? Sway this candle to the right. To the right. Yes, there is a statue, and it looks like I'm hearing holy bush. Okay, I don't know what this means. Holy bush. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. They keep telling me to do this. Okay. My ancestors. Holy bush. All right, you know where Hollywood sign is? There is a statue underneath of this. That's what I'm seeing, a statue. So there is a statue underneath there, okay? And I keep hearing holy bush. Okay, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything because this is my last video. I don't want to forget anything because I'm not going to come back on to talk about P. Diddy Combs or Hollywood itself because I'm not giving them my attention. Okay, they're not deserving of my energy, my time, and my attention. Okay, but I will keep doing videos like I've always do videos on other stuff. There's 2 videos that I have to get out. The one of Ava, I was waiting for Ava to come forward because I'm getting 3 different people. Okay, Ava Combs or Ava Baroni Combs. It's what we're seeing. There's 3 different people. Okay, and Ava Baldwin. Okay, so I'm seeing a guy that dresses like a female, and then I'm seeing Ava Baroni Combs, but it's not really Ava Baroni Combs. And then I'm seeing there's 3 people here. One is transgender, and it's not Ava Baroni Combs. Okay, and then I'm seeing this other girl that's not even Ava Baldwin. It's somebody else. Then I'm seeing the missing girl, Ava Baldwin. But it's like she doesn't want to come forward. So I'm calling on her ancestors to bring her forward. Okay, because I need to do that video on her. I need to see where she's at, if she's alive or she has crossed over. And it's even if Ava Baroni Combs is really Ava Baldwin. Okay. The white girl that P. Diddy adopted. I'm seeing 3 different, 2 females and 1 masculine that dresses up as a feminine. Okay. Hey, from Tanzania. So I'm seeing 3 different people. So I need to figure out, is Ava Baldwin Ava Baroni Combs? Because if you look in the photos of Ava, when P. Diddy adopted her in that video, he had her way before that video was put out. This is what I'm getting. But I want to do that read on her, okay? So I'm going to call her ancestors forward. Because it's like her energy is not coming forward. She's not coming forward. And there's a reason for that, okay? And they do stuff to cloak people's energy, okay? So her energy could be cloaked at this time. So I need to uncloak it, okay? Thanks for coming on from Tanzania. We're talking about P. Diddy and Hollywood, but I don't know why I keep seeing a bush and a statue. is what I'm seeing. A bush and a statue. The statue is meant, this is not just one statue. There's multiple statues, but there's one big statue. And I don't know what the holy bush means. This is what they're showing me. Now, I feel like P. Diddy's ancestors come forward. Are they going to take his life? Or is he going to take his life? It's interesting because when I did the read on P. Diddy, I did 2 reads on him. And I said that somebody will take their life, right? And I did, if you go back to readings, because I got to be careful what I'm about to say, okay? If you go back to my readings, I use an old deck. They don't even sell this deck anymore. I didn't use the shells and the bones, but I should have used the shells and the bones. But when I used the Torah, the tarot deck, which is Torah, there was a whiteness on the cards. Okay, so that is showing me something. Okay, so remember I said that there was somebody that was actually going to take their life. Okay, this is why we need to send up a consciously love vibration. Also, not just the love vibration. We need to send love to the victims. Thank you, ancestors. We need to send love to the victims, the children that are being moved around as commodity, that are being trafficked, human trafficking, sex trafficking, organ trafficking, sacrifices, and all that. And there will be videos with animals in it. Okay, they're going to come out. Okay, just saying. So don't be shocked. Okay. There's videos already going around. Okay. I did want to do a reading on the writer of Kim Porter's book, but I don't want to stay in P. Diddy's energy. Okay. Because there's no energy there. It's just soulless. Okay. But I can still pull the dead energy. Okay. So when we say dead, that means not living. Because when we see ourselves, we are living, and the ones that cross over are still living. Okay. So I can also pull on that dead energy, the soulless energy. Okay. As above, so below. But what I'm getting is, I want to do a read on him because when I seen he's the one that she gave the memoir, not book, and I haven't bought it yet. I don't know if I want to buy it because it says like 60 pages. She wrote that. Okay. She wrote it. But I even said she wrote something and how she was poisoned. Okay, she was poisoned. So I don't know if I want to do a read on him because I was picking up, when I seen his picture, I was picking up so much stuff and trying to see, because she entrusted him, right? But the videos got leaked. Remember I said the videos were going to be leaked. The videos are out in Hollywood. Hollywood is already, some people have seen the videos already, and some people are paying to actually get the videos. Okay. And I'm going to say this too, because my ancestors want me to say this. There's also video of stuff films. Okay. Thank you for watching from Tanzania. Stuff. Okay. That dark web stuff, like dark web type stuff. Damn, this shit's deep. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this. I might do a read on that guy. That Kim Porter, because remember I said it was a white guy that she gave this information to in recordings. I'm not talking about just video recordings. I'm talking about recordings of conversation that she was having with P. Diddy Combs. Okay. But I feel like people are willing to offer up as much money as they can for these videos. I'm talking about millions of dollars. Okay, millions of dollars. Okay, and we're gonna see all kinds of people: white people, black people, Spanish people, all kinds of people in these videos. Okay, but I bet you one thing they won't show is the children on these videos, because there's gonna be an outrage. This is why I believe we're not gonna have an election. We're not going to have Trump won it. Okay. I've been saying this from day one. Okay. Because I was picking that up psychically. But my question is, because of all these people that are going to that domino effect of being exposed, because Hollywood has fallen. Okay. And nobody can save Hollywood. This is not physical. Okay. This is spiritual war going on. Okay. For the children and also the adults. Okay. That have been victims of these rituals. Okay. This is a lot. All right, thank you for joining me from Tanzania. It's nice to see you here on my channel if you're new. You guys, I've been doing readings for a while now, and I want to shift the energy to more positive readings. Because when I pull on certain energies, okay, when I channel, or when I say pull, is I'm channeling the energies from the spiritual realm and seeing past the physical, okay? I don't like this energy that I'm seeing or around P. Diddy Combs, okay? And they do go to Africa to use to pay people to do stuff against us here, okay? And they have been doing for a long time. I mean, they go to many countries, not just Africa. I just found your page. You're really good. Love when I find hidden gems. Thank you. Yeah, so they use... See, when you think of voodoo, okay, let me say something. This hoodoo, they didn't like voodoo and hoodoo because it was brought from Africa. The Africans didn't have a Bible. They didn't have these deities that you see in the Christian religion, okay? We weren't worshiping these deities, okay? We were worshiping our ancestors. We were going straight to our ancestors, okay? Straight to source, okay? We didn't have nobody in between, okay? Until the Spaniards came over, the people from England came over, and that's when you had that white Jesus that's not even real, okay? That's false, okay? False written words, that half of those words wasn't even written. They took from different books to write. Now, let me say this. Don't get me wrong. Is there a Christ conscience? Yes, there is a Christ conscience, okay? Is there a higher Christ conscience? Is energy, okay? It's energy, okay? Now, we weren't worshiping, okay? So when they say voodoo's evil and stuff, when you're a tent, it's all on the tent that you put out, okay? When you're out here sacrificing people, that's evil. Or when you're out here sacrificing a child, that is evil, okay? That is wicked. That's beyond evil. That's fucking wicked, okay? But we talk to our ancestors. There's nothing wrong with talking to your ancestors. You just gotta make sure you're talking to your ancestors, okay? Because you will get energies that will come in and pretend, okay? So you just have to be mindful of that, okay? That would pretend, but you'll know if they're pretending, okay? Because there's certain things I say, but I know who I'm speaking to, okay? Some people they're speaking. This is how people go schizophrenic people. Schizophrenic people they're hearing from the other side, okay? They just don't know how to balance their energy and ground it. And a lot of people go freaking crazy. They go insane, okay? And they experiment on them, okay? Just saying. So I do see people in mental hospitals, by the way. There was a boy I did a read on, and he was playing P. Diddy's music in the background. what he was saying in that video was that PD is the reason why I'm here at this moment, okay? And they had him locked up in the damn mental hospital, okay? And he said they were after him. He was not lying. They were after him, okay? So I'm going to end this, you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I wish you guys nothing but the best out here. Protect your child. Protect these children. If it's not your child, you don't care, right? But the problem is we're all connected. We're all connected in some way, okay? But the thing is, it's not just P. Diddy, it's all of them, okay? Why do you think Madonna goes to Africa and get children from Africa? Why do you think, oh, matter of fact, if anybody on here is from South Africa, you guys need to go after Oprah Winfrey, okay? I'm tired of seeing Oprah. She needs to be taken down, okay? So y'all need, as a collective in Africa, okay, tell her she's not allowed in Africa because she's doing all kinds of things to the African children, okay? She has a school in South Africa with them girls. You know what she has done to those girls? Okay? Remove her ass or bury her ass. Either or. And this is for entertainment purposes. Okay? Even Hawaii. Why are they in Hawaii? Think about it. They think they go to these poor places because they think we're poor. They see that people are poor physically, but we're not poor spiritually. We're not poor spiritually. They can't mess with us in the spiritual realm because we're not poor in the spiritual realm. Okay? We are the spiritual realm. Okay? These people may be poor in the physical, but they're not poor in the spiritual. Okay? This is spiritual what's going on. So there's a shift going on. Okay? So a lot of things you're going to see is going to bother a lot of you guys. Don't let it drain your energy. Don't let it... And these are energy vampires. Oh, and another thing is... they suck the prana out of people. You guys know what prana is. Okay? The life force out of people. Okay? They suck it out of them. Okay? All right, you guys. This is Jennifer Felix. Thanks for joining me. Ashe. Share this video. I don't know if it's going to be taken down. But this is the last video I will do on P. Diddy. But I might do a video. I'm definitely doing a video on Ava. Because I want to know if she's still alive. Is she still around? Where is she at? Ava's the adopted white girl that P. Diddy Combs said he adopted. But he didn't adopt her, okay? And Madonna and all them. Okay, let me tell you something, Africa. Stop letting these people come over to your country and taking your children. Okay? They know what they're doing. Even Bill Gates. Kick him the fuck. You know what? I'm so mad because I did a video on Bill Gates and my video was taken down. You know that war, that thing that went over there in Africa with all them girls was taken? Bill Gates started all that. Because he was donating money to agriculture. Okay? And the farmers didn't want to agree to what he was telling them to do. They were fighting back. And look what happened. Okay, Bill Gates. Okay, Africa. If you are hearing me, Africa. Stop letting these people come to your... I mean, Hawaii, all these places. Stop letting these people come to your place. Anywhere. I don't care. All of the four corners of this earth that we call Earth. Stop letting people come to your place and tell you what to do. And take advantage of your children. Okay? It has to end. In Haiti, if you're watching me from Haiti, enough is enough. Okay? Enough is enough. That hurricane in Haiti, that wasn't a real hurricane. That wasn't a hurricane. Do you know when that fake hurricane happened in Haiti? Do you know all the celebrities ran to Haiti? Why do you think they ran to Haiti? Even before that, they were running to Haiti. Because they like the brown-skinned children. Okay? They like them the most. Okay? They like the melanin. You know, the melanin they put in the computer chips. Okay? Or the phones that we're using. The computers that we're using. Okay? No more. No more. Shut them down. Okay? All right, you guys. Thanks you guys for joining me. Have a wonderful day where you're at. Time is not fluent. Whenever you see this video, you see this video. All right? Hollywood has fallen. Ashe.